Konnichiwa, everybody, and glad you made it back to this week's video. Do you know the feeling when you're in an intense match? Doesn't matter what fighting game you're in, and you're beating the shit out of your opponent, or your opponent beats the shit out of you. You're at the top of your focus, and you try to anticipate how is he gonna come in. High, low, punch, kick. You just try to read your opponent, and then what he does, he just grabs you with a standard grab. When me and my friends play together Tekken, we have one rule: no standard grabs. Okay, so it means not this, square X or triangle and circle. Standard grabs is what I mean. Because it's such a cheap way to win the match that you just can't anticipate it. You may block it, but only by chance. So what we do is we use these non-standard grabs that some characters have, and when you win the match with one of King's combos or combo grabs, it looks really cool. Or with Nina's, I did the video for the backhand flap combo, how you do it. It's always awesome. But there are some other grabs in the game that you can use that make you look really cool while winning the match. Your opponent won't be even mad at you because the grab looks so awesome. And what I want to do is show you 5 of my favorites that will make you look really, really cool when you do them or pull them off. Let's get right into it. Okay, the first one comes from Raven, or Master Raven. Raven had the same grab in Tekken 5 when he first debuted. What it is, it's some kind of kick that launches you in the air. It's called Undertaker. It's quite tricky to use, and even looks quite tricky. How it goes, when you get used to this move or know how to do it, it becomes second nature to you, and you can do it by heart. So how you do it is towards the opponent, down, and towards the opponent at the same time, down straight, down away from the opponent, back at the opponent again, and square and triangle together. Sounds really tricky, I know, but if you practice this motion right here, this half circle around the D-pad, it will be really easy. And the reason why it's at number 5 is because it's so hard to pull off, and it's only chance that you can win the match with it. But if you do, as I said, it makes you look really, really cool. At number 4, I got Brian and Kazuya. And the reason why there are 2 on number 4 is because it's basically the same move or the same command. For Kazuya, it's Gates of Hell, and for Brian, it's Chains of Misery. And how they are pulled off is down and towards the opponent, down straight, down towards the opponent again, and square and triangle together. You grab the enemy, and Kazuya just turns around and kicks his head in, and Brian grabs him and just punches him 2 times and punches the enemy away from you. The dangerous thing about this is that you are in this downward position all the time, or it's best for you to be in this downward position and practice this. Place your finger on towards the opponent and down, and just press it like up and down, just 2 times, and then square and triangle, and you will be able to pull it off. And it's very deceptive because the enemy anticipates you kicking him or punching him from mid-stance, and you just grab him and kick or beat the shit out of him, and that's why it's the number 4. At number 3, I got Lily. And Lily's is also very deceptive because what it does, it can only be engaged while the enemy is at the wall. So you have to fight your enemy to a wall, and when he's in this wall lock, you can grab him. It's a standard grab. It's square and X or triangle and circle, and you just grab the enemy. She does this somersault. I think it's 2 somersaults that she does in total. And when you are in a combo, it can win you the match. It's very easy to pull off. Your timing has to be right, and if your opponent is not paying attention, you might even hide that this was a grab. I like it a lot. I think that's the first time she has it. And in one of my videos, I showed you that Jack also has this one, and it is on the comment list, so my bad. So at number 2 is Devil Jin. And Devil Jin's is very similar to Raven's, only it turns the direction around. How it's done, it's towards the opponent, and then away from the opponent, down away from the opponent, down straight, down towards the opponent, and towards the opponent, and square and triangle together. The reason why it's at number 2 because it looks so awesome. It launches the enemy in the air and basically plays Space Invaders with your opponents, just holding them up in the air, and looks very, very awesome, and your opponent will be just hypnotized by the awesomeness you just pulled off. But as I said, very, very risky move to pull off. The swiping animation is the same, only backwards, and then square and triangle together. My number 2. And my number 1 is Steve. And the reason why it's number 1 is because you can hide it so well. So everybody in the game has a stance or a pose. I don't know what you call it. The stance or pose you have to do for this grab to engage is peekaboo. No shit, it's really called peekaboo. Steve just, hides behind his hands, and it can do a large variation of moves from this stance. But one of these moves is a grab. Peekaboo is engaged by pressing X and square together towards the opponent, the directional button, all at once. And then when he's in his stance, you press square and triangle together, and he grabs the enemy. It's called 10 count. The good thing about Steve is he counts always. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and these moves are so fast that your opponent won't know or might not know that you're using a grab, because he just dances around the enemy doing this move, and you really are in control, and the enemy is absolutely helpless against these moves. The combos or grabs I just showed you today do a little more damage than the standard grab, but more important, it won't let you look like a scrub while using it. Your friends or the people that are watching will be just impressed by the sheer awesomeness that these grabs are putting on display. I hope you learned something from this week's video. I hope I see you guys next time. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care.